I'm Ken Lockie, and in this episode, we go to Latches Theatre to talk to Nick Polito from Cousin Greg. Here's my interview. All right, welcome, Nick. Here we are at Latches Theatre, this beautiful environment today to talk with Nick from Cousin Greg.
Thanks, yeah. It's really, I feel like this is fancy for Cousin Greg, but Ken, thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
You're welcome. I wanted to ask you, so surf punk, what was the attraction?
Well, I listened to a lot of like traditional surf rock growing up. I grew up in Sandwich, Massachusetts, which is on Cape Cod, kind of near the water. And I think what I liked about surf punk was I don't surf. No one from the Cape surfs. And I think if I played more traditional surf rock music, it would imply that I surf, which I don't. And I also just like playing fast.
Right.
Yeah. I think the attraction to it was just a lot of the bands I grew up listening to. Most of the surf scene and surf punk scene is mostly West Coast.
Yeah.
Although, however, Dick Dale, the inventor of surf rock, was originally from Quincy, Massachusetts. And then he moved out west and helped Fender invent amps. Yeah.
So surf punk, though, there's a punk aspect to your performances.
Yeah.
And the music as well. Which kind of aspects of punk do you think you kind of embody?
Well, when I think about the punk aspect of it, I think about a lot about the Ramones and how the Ramones, they're kind of bad, right? They can't really play. They can't. Yes.
Anybody can do it.
Exactly. And that's what I love about it. That's what I kind of think about my music. You don't need a music theory degree to know how to rock out. And that's what I really like about it. It's pretty simple.
That is good. It brings a lot of energy.
Thanks.
And there's a lot of energy in your show, too.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it's easy for me to be able to let it all out if I'm not worried about trying to nail a solo or anything.
Right. But it's a contrast because while the punk thing is kind of, and the Ramones, it's not a lot of lead stuff, but yours has got a lot of kind of intricate melody, guitar stuff that, you know, the surf aspect combined with the punk aspect.
Thanks.
The energy is good.
Thank you.
It shows it well in your performances, in the videos we got anyway, at Marigold.
Yes, Marigolds, yeah.
Marigold.
Thanks.
So you got a song about a dentist.
Yeah.
So how did that come about?
To be honest, it's not about my dentist. It's about a woman I used to buy stuff from. I kind of wrote it about this woman who I kind of had this like infatuation with because I had no idea what she looked like, who she was. I just kind of knew that I would buy weed from her. I guess I made a connection somewhere in my mind that it kind of like the two could be interchanged. Yeah, I guess sometimes when I play shows, I never know who's in the audience, and I guess I have to keep up sometimes more of a family-friendly persona, depending on the show. So I think saying it's about my dentist kind of makes it, oh, this is an innocent song, but really it's about this woman I used to buy weed from.
People might think you got good teeth as well, right?
You know what? I'm 30 years old, Ken, and I'm still a member of the No Cavity Club.
Give me some background on yourself and the group. How long have you been playing together as a band?
I have been making music under Cousin Greg for, what year is it, 2025? Like about 10 years.
Yeah.
I write a lot of the songs. I used to write a lot of the songs by myself when I was still living at home.
Yeah.
And the drummer, Johnny, and I have been playing music together since about 2018.
Yeah.
So he knows all the songs really well.
Yeah.
And we used to live together in Fitchburg, Massachusetts. When we both relocated here to southern Vermont, we ended up making friends with Matt and Matt, and it kind of was just a natural fit. Johnny, as I'm sure you know, works in the public access field, so he met a lot of different people doing a lot of different things. So it kind of just naturally worked out that Matt and Matt joined the band. We've been playing as this iteration of Cousin Greg for over 2 years now. Dates and times aren't really it all blends together a lot, but it feels really good. And what kind of started as like my solo project with Johnny included, has now kind of turned into like a full band thing, which I really like. I feel really strongly about. It just feels good. It just feels natural, feels good. There was a couple shows where I had, back when I lived in Massachusetts, some different friends play with me at the time. It was actually 3 totally different people. Because I originally started the idea that Cousin Greg was like my solo project, and the members could be interchangeable depending on what the gig's needs were. But I think since relocating here to Southern Vermont, I feel really solid, and we all feel really solid about this consistent lineup.
So Cousin Greg, who is Cousin Greg? You got an actual Cousin Greg?
No, the story I usually tell people, it's named after Greg Heffley, the character from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. That's usually the story I tell people. I don't know. I don't know if like the walls are up with Cousin Greg, where I'm like, oh, this song's about my dentist, when it's really not. But or it's about Greg Heffley when it's really not. Cousin Greg is the name of a character from HBO's Succession. Yeah, which is really, they call Greg Hirsch. They call him sometimes Cousin Greg, and that's just where the name came from. I thought it was kind of funny. Yeah, it's got nothing to do with anything. No one in the band is named Greg, and I actually don't have a cousin named Greg.
You started writing your own songs, and is that still true? You write them on your own?
Most of the time, yeah, I'll write the song by myself. For the most part, I'll write. I'm originally a bass player. I mostly play bass, so like the guitar parts I write are usually either just chords or like a specific riff, and we'll be at practice and I'll say, hey, here's what I have, and I'll put it through the Cousin Greg machine, where I'll go over the basic structure of the song with the guys, and we'll just kind of take it from there. And Johnny and I have been playing together for so long that we know each other really well musically, and he kind of really is able to take what I present and give feedback and suggestions, and let's try this instead, and it works really well. And Matt are really good at I don't know, just like giving it that extra, contributing, giving it, like I provide the pizza dough and the sauce.
You doing the melody as well?
Yeah,
all those surf rock kind of melodies.
Yeah, I mean, I love harmonies and everything.
Yeah. I heard Johnny doing harmonies. Vocals the other day. It was nice.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Usually Johnny and I will come up with those together. Yeah. I mean, we can't do, what Brian Wilson did. We can't do that stuff.
Here's Cousin Greg performing at Marigold's 2 songs, Mandy and Honesty.
Mandy is what you do to me. Make me feel alright, make me feel so fine. Oh, Mandy, you're too good to me. All the freebies, ounce of bliss for me. Call out of work, so I will be on time. Make me feel alright, you make me feel so fine. A heavy bed from your delivery. Those RX, they mind open quality. Alright. Mandy, it's your anonymity. Such a mystery, yet so dear to me. It's everything you have to offer me. I want to be under the spell of everything. Call out of work, so I will be on time. Make me feel alright. You make me feel so fucking fine. Heavy bed from your delivery. Those RX things, mind open. Alright. Andy, it's what you do to me. Make me feel alright. Make me wanna die. so wanted.
Dude, you turned our tuner pedal on.
That's crazy. Good catch. All of the things I had planned, things I had wanted, all of it's down in the sand. I don't think I want it. 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 I don't think I want it. Woo!
Speaking of Brian Wilson,
Yeah.
do you think he's any influence to?
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge influence for me. Yeah, I was really bummed when he passed away.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to see him back in 2022, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Just so happy. Just a really nice guy. He did a lot for so many people, and someone who struggled so much,
Yeah.
but was really had so much going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, huge inspiration. Kind of going back to the surf punk thing.
Yeah.
It's like I really like taking those classic elements of surf and putting in like the slacker, fast, let's mosh,
Mm-hmm.
not leaning too far one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely that, the Brian, Beach Boys, the Dick Dale, Satan's Pilgrims, they're all in there.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Wilson especially.
You don't actually surf.
No.
No surf experience.
Nope.
So that's purely musical from the West Coast
Yeah.
sounds you're hearing.
Mm-hmm. Thinking about when it really struck a chord with me, definitely like listening to the Beach Boys when I was younger.
Yeah.
I think I very specifically remember being in 5th grade and hearing the Strokes for the first time. And
Yeah.
that was like a big, huge musical awakening
Yeah.
for me. That was kind of when I realized like I want to play music.
Yeah.
And then as I got a little older in high school, I remember listening to a lot of Beach Boys. Like I went
Yeah.
through a Beach Boys phase, and that's when it really kind of took over.
So you lived close to the beach?
I did, yep, like
when you
a
were growing
mile.
up?
Yeah, I grew up in Sandwich, Massachusetts. My dad worked for the town, and my mom is an accountant.
Mhm.
So we grew up like a mile from the beach, just in like a regular house, which is nice. Yeah, it was cool. I liked growing up there. It was nice to always go back to the
Yeah.
ocean.
Beach and weed are in lots of common themes in your songs.
Yep.
Which beach is that? That's by Sandwich?
Yep, Sandwich, Mass. Yep, I like the Town Neck Beach, the boardwalk a lot, or East Sandwich Beach. Actually, a lot of, I think thematically, or if I think of specific beaches, definitely like Marconi Beach. Like JFK had the whole National Seashore on the outer part of the Cape, and then like East Sandwich Beach is where we would all go and have bonfires because the cops didn't check that beach as often. Yeah. I'm very lucky to have grown up
Summertime.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
So, recording.
Mhm.
What do you typically do, or what have you been doing for recording? Is that a home studio thing?
yeah,
Or you actually
yep.
go to...
Yeah, mostly we do it all ourselves. We did a lot of the stuff that's currently online in our old house in Fitchburg, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Especially during COVID, we did a lot of it then.
That's the Bandcamp stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we did a lot of that. Like we would set up in the basement. I would do the drums, and then I would do the bass and guitar. Like I did pretty much everything that's on Bandcamp is all entirely me.
So you playing the drums into a tape recorder or a
Yeah,
laptop?
it depends. Yeah, we would do digital, but then we would actually, for some of the stuff, like some of the stuff that's on Spotify, we would play the digital tracks through a tape recorder,
Yeah,
so it gets like that tape sound.
the analog
hmm
sound.
Yeah. We actually, what we're doing right now is we're kind of at that point where we have a lot of music that's new songs that either needs one or two parts to be finished, or a lot of new songs that need to be recorded entirely. I think the plans for the future is to finish up an EP's worth of music
Yeah.
that we already have recorded, and then when we start to record new stuff, we'll switch to kind of like a live model.
You're gonna jump into the digital distribution streaming platform game.
Oh yeah, we have like one single on Spotify. That was
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we have like the one on there, but then
Yeah.
I think we're gonna put the rest of it out there for sure once we release the new stuff, which it'll be nice. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's been challenging to navigate. I think that my career takes a lot from the same part of my brain, like the creative part of my brain, because I work as a special educator in
Right.
town, and I think the two pull from the same part of my brain. So usually I exhaust myself with the whole career part of it. So it's been tough to like record consistently, but I think now we found the rhythm with it.
You get time to write yourself?
Yeah, mostly, yeah. The writing process for me is usually I'll either be really fixated on an idea and I'll just like write the bones, I kind of like the guitar part and the words. I will do it in like one night, and then I won't write a song for like 3 months, and then I'll write a whole song in a night. Usually what I do is at home, I will play through my amp into my headphones, and I'll watch a movie on mute, and I'll just kind of noodle, and I'll write thematically, usually about the movie. Like we have a song called 400 Blows, where I wrote...
From the same movie?
Yeah, I wrote a song is kind of just... It's not specifically about the movie, but I think just like thematically...
the visuals?
Yeah, the themes kind of show up in the song a little bit.
And what about lyrical stuff? Well, the lyrical ideas. I was surprised when you told me about. I thought it was a dentist, and I'm thinking, great, he's written about a dentist. Like what a seemingly trivial thing, and he's got the freebies in there, and I walk out with a goodie bag too.
Yes, I like that connection. Yeah, that's funny.
So you had me thrown totally. But, I guess it was the contents of the goodie bag that was different.
Yes, exactly.
But trivial things in life, how you can just pick moments.
Yeah, I think that
kind of elaborate on them.
Yeah, that's what it is a lot of moments.
Yeah.
Are usually what I write about, like the song Mandy. It's kind of about the infatuation of who is this person that, in a sense, plays a somewhat significant part in my life, but I don't know who they are, what they look like. I did end up meeting her one time. I don't know what I expected, but it certainly wasn't what I got. It was awesome, though. Very nice lady. I don't think Mandy's her real name. If I take like a verse to one of my songs, I can really tie it specifically to a point in my life where it's just like I talk about like either feelings or just kind of what was going on at the time.
Yeah.
Like probably one of my favorite songs we've written called Super Bad. It's probably the last song we played, I think, very specifically, like East Sandwich Beach. Yeah. It's about I stayed at home after high school to go to community college and work full time. And it's kind of just about that, like the feeling of a lot of my friends going off to state school or whatever, but me staying home. And it's just kind of vaguely about that. But I think the lyrics, what I kind of try to do is make them vague enough where it's like no one could really pinpoint that down to if anyone knows me. It's like, oh, that's specifically what he's talking about. But anyone could relate to the song in any way that they would like.
Right.
So that's kind of nice that you thought, I guess the whole dentist thing is a good bit because it does kind of sound like it's about the dentist. But for me...
Well, you've got the line in there about, I'm out of work, so I'll be on time.
Yeah. Well, I remember, because she had to it was a delivery service, so sometimes she'd be like, I'm going to be at your house at 2:00. So it'd be like, oh, well, I can't keep Mandy waiting. But yeah, it's just that way anyone can kind of relate to the songs I write. I kind of look at it like a wave where it's not anything specific and there's thousands of them. Mm-hmm. If you're sitting at the beach for a while, you're watching countless waves, but each one is kind of like unique from the other in a way.
Sure.
I don't know. I'm not sure to get like too symbolic with it, but yeah, some of them hit hard and some of them are just kind of there. I think each song is deeply personal in a way, but I present it lyrically as vague enough where anyone could derive their own meaning.
Right. Going back to the punk thing, of the punk bands, which ones were you influenced by?
Really the Ramones. They were like a huge inspiration for me because I loved the whole thing about they just played like power chords. I teach a guitar club after school to the kids, which is like one of the best parts of my job. I love doing that. And what I pass on to the kids is like, you don't have to be good to be good. And that's what I think they really embodied.
You don't have to be good to enjoy playing it. And if it feels good, then you can, you'll pick it up.
Yeah, and if you're having a good time, I think everyone else will see that and they'll have a good time too. No one's quizzing you on what key you're playing in. Right. What is also really big for me too is like a lot of modern bands who have kind of taken this formula of combining the surf and the punk and really combining them. I think when I really realized I could do that, because I wrote a lot of songs, but seeing bands like definitely the biggest one for me is a band called Surf Curse and the Frights, how they took that formula and really, they would put demos on Bandcamp and everything. And I remember listening to that and being like, wow, this is like what I've been trying to channel. Just really influenced like, hey, let's turn the reverb on our amp up to 9 or 10 and play 2 chords and have a 4/4 beat and just sing the hell out of it. Just play it loud and fast and fun like the Ramones.
Here is Cousin Greg performing at Marigold's their last 2 songs, Beachweed and Superbad.
Of all the ways you see my eyes before, the way my eyes looked hurt. I don't really feel like all this blame's on you. I really don't think it's all on me. We find ourselves in unfortunate circumstance. Well, they can choose the stories we want to believe. There's a beach in your bones. There's a beach in your homes. There's a beach in your bones. There's a beach in your weed. I've been smoking everything I saw this week. I've got your voicemail in my head repeating. I've been feeling pretty bleak. I feel you're so much better off without me. There's a beach in your bones. There's a beach in your homes. There's a beach in your bones. There's a beach in your bones. There's a beach in your homes. There's a beach in your bones. There's a beach in your weed. Thanks. talk to you tonight. I'm scared of getting older. And we'll take our favorite ride. And we'll have a big sleepover. And it comes and it goes the way that it feels when you're old in the days where they say that it should your age. Have ourselves a night and we'll feel this way forever. We drink just for tonight, and we'll all be alone together. And it comes and it goes in the way that it feels when you're stoned in the days, but they say that it shows your age. When it's time to say goodbye,
It's time to say goodbye.
and we leave the beach forever.
Leave the beach forever.
Won't let you see me cry,
See me cry.
so I'll stay a little longer. And it comes and it goes in the way that it feels when you're old in the days, but they say that it shows your age. For Cousin Greg, thanks.